Hey, what's going on my friends? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. My name is Jason. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Do a whole bunch of tips, tricks, tutorials on filmmaking and photography. Today we're going to be talking about these cine lenses right here, specifically this one. This is the new 105 T2.1. I've got the 24 and the 50mm T2.1 in the Meike lens, and this is 3 of the 5 lenses they've got in the full frame range. They've obviously got the micro four thirds or super 35 range as well. So I'll leave a link in the description below if you do want to check these lenses out. But if you've seen the 24 and the 50 review of mine, I'll put the link in the description below as well so you can see those reviews. And one of the interesting factors about this lens is that I am shooting a whole Muay Thai documentary. Now, if you're not familiar with Muay Thai, it's pretty much like kickboxing. It's a Thailand version of kickboxing. It is a brutal sport, and yeah, it is very difficult, especially if you are shooting with manual lenses. I'm not just gripping and ripping, as they say. I'm using a follow focus system, so it does make it a little bit easier because these have like an almost 360-degree focus throw. So hand focusing is difficult. We're going to talk about that after some of the specs anyway. So the Meike 105mm T2.1 has an aperture of T2.1 to a minimum aperture of T22. It has a front diameter of 85mm and a front filter thread of 82mm. It has 11 iris blades, a massive 330-degree focus throw. It has your standard 0.8 gear pitch, and it comes in Canon EF, RF, Leica L, PL mount, and Sony E mount. And it's currently priced just under $1,000 US. Now, just a bit of a disclaimer, Meike did send me that lens and these 2 lenses, but I am absolutely not affiliated, sponsored by Meike at all. I'm not told to say absolutely anything, so this is a completely unbiased opinion, just like all my other videos. But let's get into this video. So the image quality of this is astonishing. In the center, it is tack sharp, high contrast. You move out to the corners, same again. Absolutely tack sharp, high contrast. It is great. There does seem to be a little bit of a warm cast over this lens though. So this is meant to be pure white, but it does look a little bit warm if you can see here. And I'm gonna change the white balance right now, and you can see this is what it's meant to look like. So it really just depends on what kind of coating they've got on the front, but it does make your image a little bit warm. So make sure you white balance when you put these lenses on. Now, when it comes to focus breathing on majority of these lenses, there pretty much is no focus breathing. It is very minimal, and that is great when it comes to cine lenses. Focus breathing is very common with a whole bunch of photography lenses. You'll see that when you focus from close to far, it'll act like the camera is zooming, whereas these ones, low focus breathing, that is a great thing from this lens. Now, when we actually look at the bokeh quality, it is very creamy. At a T2.1 at 105mm on full frame, you can see that it just falls away very nicely. It is a really good performance from this lens when it comes to bokeh quality. So I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. Let's see what images I got out of this lens. So what do you guys think? This lens is really interesting. I absolutely love these. I cannot recommend them enough. I always tell people if they are after a budget cine lens, these ones are the way to go. Now I know there are other companies out there at the moment that are starting to break in the budget cine lens division, and it's making competition quite interesting, specifically with the price as well, because there are some that are very similar price to this and very similar performance as well. So it is really interesting for us as consumers to have so many different options other than those really expensive lenses that you generally use in cinema camera bodies. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That would be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't. The link will be in the description below for these if you do want to check them out. And that, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let's get it.